We often think free offers on the internet are a stroke of luck. In 2017, when I was 21, broke, and desperate to escape my parents' house, I fell for that exact trap. I saw a Craigslist ad by a man named Jackson. A beautiful home, no rent, just some light cleaning and occasional cooking. No background check, no questions asked. Jackson seemed like a harmless 60-year-old man, but on my first night, I noticed them, small, black lenses tucked into the corners of the ceiling. I told myself it was just security, but then the midnight sounds started, heavy footsteps in the hallway when Jackson was supposed to be at work. The turning point came when a girl stopped me on the street. She was the previous caretaker. Her voice was trembling as she whispered, "Jackson doesn't have a job. He never leaves. He's inside the walls, watching you, every single second." I didn't sleep that night. I stared into the darkness of my closet until I saw it. A tiny hole drilled through the wood, reflecting a camera lens. At that exact moment, my bedroom door creaked open. Jackson's face appeared in the sliver of light. He whispered, "Oh, you're still awake?" The hunger in his eyes haunt me to this day. I still don't know if he just wanted to watch, or if he was waiting for the right moment to make me disappear. I live alone because I value my privacy. So, when I hired a cleaner to help out, I didn't realize I was inviting a nightmare into my sanctuary. It started with small things. A yogurt cup missing from the fridge, a dining chair moved an inch, the bathroom towel feeling damp when I hadn't showered. The real terror set in when I realized one of my spare house keys was gone. I decided to play a game. I pretended to leave for work, but circled back and hid in my bedroom. At 11 a.m., the front door unlocked. I watched from the shadows of the staircase. It was the cleaner, or so I thought. She walked in like she owned the place, sat at my table, and drank from my glass while staring at my family photos with a look of pure, unadulterated hatred. When she began walking up the stairs toward my hiding spot, I locked the door in a panic. When I finally gathered the courage to confront her, I realized this wasn't my cleaner. It was a completely different woman with a blank, hollow expression. She didn't scream, she didn't run. She just turned around and walked out of the front door as if nothing had happened. To this day, I wonder how many people had that key and how many of them were standing over my bed while I slept. Back in 2008, the internet was the Wild West. After a bad breakup, I was looking for cheap furniture on Craigslist. I found a guy named Keith selling a sectional sofa for just $45. I arrived at the address at 9 p.m. The street was a graveyard of abandoned houses. Keith emerged from the bushes, smelling like wet ash and rot. He struggled with the back door and asked me to use my shoulder to shove it open. As I leaned in to push, the door was suddenly pulled open from the inside. I fell face first onto the floor. Keith's friendly voice turned into a demonic screech. "Now! Get him now!" Two massive figures emerged from the shadows. They pinned me down, and I felt the sting of a boot hitting my ribs. They were reaching for the duct tape. It wasn't a robbery. They didn't ask for my wallet. They wanted me. By a miracle, my phone had pocket-dialed my friend during the struggle. I heard his voice through the speaker and screamed, "I'm inside the house! Hurry!" The men froze for a split second, thinking I wasn't alone. That second saved my life. I broke free and ran until my lungs burned. Keith and his friends were never caught. They are still out there, waiting for the next person to click on a deal that's too good to be true. Remember, on the internet, nothing is ever truly free. Behind every too good to be true offer, there is a mind that works in the dark. The next time you respond to a stranger's ad, ask yourself, is your life worth the price of a bargain?